Hi friends, it is currently October 8th. As you can hear a little bit probably, I'm still kind of congested and under the weather. So we went on our cruise, we got married, we honeymooned at Disney for a week, and clearly I came back with something. But it's mostly just been congestion and that's about it. A little bit of a sore throat. So thankfully, nothing terrible. But I've been slow getting back into the groove of things after getting back. It was a nice rest. I'm back now and ready to record a studio prep vlog. And what we have in store for us right now is we have Anime Inc. that is in Richmond, Virginia, October 20th to the 22nd. And then the weekend after that is Anime Week in Atlanta, Georgia, which is, I believe that's the 28th to the 30th? Don't quote me on that one. So I have a lot to do because we're going to prep for 2 conventions instead of just prep for one and then remake everything because we won't have time. The Poke Park was the last convention that I had, and bless you! We made decent sales. I believe it was around 600, so no complaints there. I have a lot of stock left over, which I am happy about. I don't have to start completely from scratch. But I also have been selling a few things online on my Etsy and my website because it's getting close to Halloween. People like to get my hats for Halloween. So I went ahead and put up some of my Evolution hats, and especially my Link hats. I don't ever take those down, but they were popping off, thankfully. So I had to order some more dark green fleece, and it is in now, so I will put that away. Joey's going to help me cut some tomorrow, I believe, and we'll get some more Link hats done and ship those out and have some for the conventions coming up. If you don't order bulk fabric, which you probably don't, but for me it's just cheaper for me to order bulk fleece, so you already get a discount. I think even if you buy in store at Joann's, you get 10% off your whole bolt, which for fleece for blizzard fleece, it's 10 yards is 1 bolt, so I get 10% off if I buy the whole bolt off of whatever the price was at that time. So usually they do sales, and the cheapest it usually gets down to now, I think, is $3.99 or $4.99. I used to could buy the bolt of fabric, and if I bought a whole bolt online through Joann's Plus, which is their we know you have a business type website thing where they're come through us, we know you have a business, we'll give you a good deal if you buy a bulk order. So what I usually do is buy a bolt of all different colors of fleece that I need, which is 10 yards of each color. And I could get it as low as $2.79 or $2.99, somewhere in that ballpark. Well, recently, about a month ago when I went to go look, they no longer had that as an option. So I go into Joann's Plus, and that's not there. Usually you go on Joann's Plus, you click on Blizzard Fleece, you check, and it's not there. What I found out now is they only have the option if you buy 40 yards or more, and then they will drop it down to the $2.79 a yard, somewhere in there. I don't mind to have 40 yards of one color fleece, but that is a little excessive, and I didn't really want to jump the gun. I did it for white, was the first one I did, because white I use a lot. I will easily go through 40 yards, and it'll last me a long time too. But from some of my other colors, I was I don't know, and I haven't yet. The only other color that I did that for, which was just now, I did it for the dark green, which hurt me because I only use dark green for Link hats. That's it. I use it occasionally when I make the Loki gator, the alligator Loki, but I haven't made those in a while, and that's usually like scrap. So unless I start making a bigger size plush, which maybe I will have to, of something green, I'll show you. It's this dark green color, if you guys can think of anything else. It's great for link cats, but I don't know what else to use this color for. So yeah, I have 40 yards of dark green fleece, but when I did the math, it was like whatever deal they were having at the time. It was buy a whole bolt of like 10 yards, get the 10% off, and this was the price that it said, just like a random number. So then I was like, okay, how many bolts of that, or how many yards of that would I have to buy to equal how much it's gonna like cost me if I buy 40 yards? Because I know that it's gonna save me money if I buy 40 yards easily, because I can get it, let's say $2.79 for 40 yards, but I have to get 40 yards, or I pay like $5 plus a yard for all this. And somehow the math came out, I don't remember the exact number, but I only had to buy 14 yards to get it to equal the price that this 40 yards would cost me. I tried to do an easier breakdown for you. So let's say at this time I was looking at it being $6.99 a yard. So to get that bolt discount where you buy 10 yards, it's going to get you $69.90. Now they're doing 15% discount instead of the 10% discount. 0.15, you're going to get $10.49. So then you subtract that from $69.90 to see how much off you're getting for that percentage, and that comes to $59.42. So then if you times that by 2, you're already at $118.84, and I only paid $116 for 40 yards. But like in my head, I'm like, might as well give 40 yards. And so that's what I did. And here's what that looks like. Here's the fabric. I don't know if you can see it. Here's the dark green. Dark green. And to my surprise, I actually got black too. I honestly forgot. But thankfully, I ordered it because I do need it. I am only able to make 3 Umbreons at this time, and so I had to sacrifice, instead of 3 Umbreons, I had to do 2 Umbreons and a toothless hat. But I have 4 bolts of the black fabric too. So I have now ordered white, black, and dark green in 40 yards of fleece fabric. And that's what this looks like. So we're gonna like put it in here. I don't have a lot of room. Now that I think of it, I should probably keep a better inventory of what fabric I have in stock, like a spreadsheet or something, because as of right now it's in this closet and I can't really see it, so I have to like dig it out every time, and I should do better about that so that I don't have to like dig around, and then when we cut a whole bolt, like mark it off. I wish that I had more space though. Like I do plan eventually to have more space, and then I can make like a special shelving unit or something where I can see it all like laid out, or maybe keep my kind of like Joann's on the top shelf keeps the ones that are extra, and then on the bottom is the ones that are already open and cut off of. Maybe I can do something like that. So now that we got that put away, let me show you. It's hard to see, but here's what my closet looks right back here. It is, you know, it's dark, but also it's because there's just stacks. So you can see like right there, that's white. And then it's like dark green. And this is like one on top of more dark greens. And then I stacked the blacks. And then these are ones that I've cut off of already. But there's also a 20 pound of stuffing back there. that I probably should have grabbed before I did that, because this is all I have left currently that's accessible. Not a lot. No, I don't like that I can't close my door either. Like, I probably could if I, like, shoved it in there, but I might have to rearrange this. Okay, that'll do for now. That'll do. Stop. So, like I said, I'm working on 2 Umbreons now and 1 Toothless. That is because I got an order for an Umbreon yesterday, and I have a shiny Umbreon made, but not a regular Umbreon. So we're going to work on regular Umbreon, and then I wanted to make sure to have 1 Umbreon and 1 Toothless to sell at the conventions. But now that I know that I have more black now, I'll probably cut more black and we'll do more of each. Because I would like to have at least 2, I guess is my bare minimum, at least 2 of every hat that I'm bringing. So I would love to have 3, and actually I made 6 Snorlax hats, and that was fun. It wasn't bad. 6 Snorlax hats, and I have like 6 Vaporeons that Joey cut for me. I have a lot of Espeons cut, so that's fine. But I do know, like, Umbreon is pretty popular, and Sylveon's pretty popular. I currently have no Sylveons because my fabric marker that I thought was a fabric marker is not a fabric marker, and it rubbed off around the eye. I do black lining, and it rubbed off onto the white fabric, and it won't come off. So I guess it is a permanent type of marker, but it's not permanent for fabric type of marker, because it, like, I think it's oil based, so it like rubbed off easily. So I need to get a new fabric marker. But also, if you're interested in one of my Sylveon hats for a discounted price, I am listing them for $30. I will probably take them to the conventions first, but feel free to check my website, lionaroundsewing.com, and see, I might have listed it on there at a discounted price if it's still available. I've yet to decide if I want to just keep one for myself and that be like the one that I wear and show off, and also like practice washing it, because people ask me all the time, like, can it go through the washing machine, and I usually say that I don't recommend it because it's got stuffing, so the stuffing can get moved around, and especially with Sylveon, I was like, it's a fabric marker usually, but I don't know how good it'll hold up in the wash, and especially in the dryer. So this could also be my test subject too, to test how my hats do in like a washer and dryer, I guess. So I haven't decided yet what my plan is with those hats. Right now though, my plan is to finish up these Umbreons and the Toothless. It is a Sunday, so I'm not sure how much I'm gonna work today, but it's 1 o'clock. I need to eat lunch soon. So we're just having a chill day, but I did want to start this vlog because it will go up Friday. And if you haven't checked out my Appa, I released my Appa pattern, and I did post a video on how to make an Appa plushie, so check that out if you're interested in making an Appa plushie. Well, I made a goof. So when I sew hats, you have like a left pocket and a right pocket. I'll show you what that means. So here's like a side of the Toothless hat, and so this would be a left pocket, or a left side, because I have the pocket down here on the inside, and then this would go on the left side of your head. So then I have to remember, before I sew it together, what side I like put the pockets on. You can of course flip the pockets around like this and turn it inside out, and it can go to the outside. Normally it's not a big deal, especially on like solid color hats like this. So I can easily flip this to the other side. But I ended up making 2 left sides for toothless. And normally I would just unstitch all this, move it to the other side, or just flip the pocket and it wouldn't be a problem. And the only thing that would be different is like when you go, if it's on the inside, when you go to stretch the pocket, it like curves in. When I flip it the other way, it'll curve like out like this. I don't know if you can tell. And no one's really going to notice that but me. But I was like, since I did just get a whole 40 yards of black fabric, I might as well go ahead and make 2 toothless hats and make right sides for my toothless hat. And so I went ahead and cut some more. And sometimes I have to check though, because they do like dye the bolts separately. You gotta be careful with some fabrics, they might not match up. But these actually match up pretty well. Sometimes I can see some of them will have a little bit more purpley tint to them. But I checked before I decided to make 2 right sides, and they match up, so that's what I'm gonna do. I just cut out 2 more, and then I have my Umbreon pieces over here. But I was like, I was really feeling a nap. And I might still take a nap because it is Sunday. But I'm starting to get like very like drained for today, and it doesn't help that I can't breathe fully out my nose. It's mostly my mouth, so I'll be so happy when I'm back to full health. Good morning, it's Monday, and I need to write out what the plan is for this week, because we have a couple of online orders that need to go out, but they are mostly link hats, so I gotta work on those. But I think I will work on them later today because Joey's gotta cut them out. Sorry, Obi's whining because he needs to go out, but now is around the time that the school buses come, and he does not like school buses. So I'm not gonna try to take him out right now. We have an Umbreon, a Glaceon. Oh, somebody bought a Korok hat yesterday. That was so exciting. And then I have like 5 dark green link hats that need to go out, and a rifle green link hat. So I think I want to finish up these Umbreon and Toothless today, and then I can package everything up, and maybe by that time Joey will have some stuff cut, because I do have like a couple of rifle green link hats cut, and I can do that. And then yeah, maybe he'll have the dark green cut and I can sew it. One of my artist friends from Kentucky actually bought an Appa hat on my shop, so I was really thankful for that too on my actual website. So I also have to remember to ship that out too. So I figured I should also probably start planning out what I want to get done over the next 2 weeks, so this week and next week, because next Friday I leave for Anime Inc. in Richmond, Virginia. So I really need to like get into gear, and I've been doing good. Like I said, I made 6 Snorlax hats, but having online orders too kind of gets in the way when I have like a schedule, but I need those online orders as well to get the income while we're waiting for these convention income to come in. So I need to try to balance both, and I also I work at the dog shop tomorrow, so that's gonna be like my beanie day. I think I do like to embroider beanies on the live. I don't know if anyone else likes it, but I do like it. So we'll put dog shop, and then embroider. And I hopefully can get a better setup for that where maybe you guys can see the embroidery machine too. I think would be helpful. But I just got a whole bunch of beanies in. I'll show you guys in just a second. I think I don't know if I actually bought it, but I was gonna buy like a caramel, like a light brown color one, but I didn't know what to do with it yet, so I'm not sure if I did end up buying it. So Tuesday will be beanie day. I had Joey cut more like Jake hats, and I don't have any of those. So let's make Wednesday like Jake the dog. Jolteon, if I have any more of those. So I think I'll leave this for now and come back to it for next week. I don't want to write anything in permanent pen yet. And we'll just work on this. We're going to finish up these Umbreons, this Toothless, and then get some Link Cats going. Alright, here's the beanies that I have that we are going to work on tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. I finally got orange beanies. I use these for Pochita from Chainsaw Man. And then I also have used them for like Charwart. What the? Charizard and Flareon. So I want to get a little bit of all of those, I think. Oh, I did get the brown. Oh, it's not as cute of a brown as I thought. I thought it was going to be a light brown. It's almost more of a, I don't know, what would you, like a copper? But honestly, some pumpkins on this might be really cute. Even though I know, like, I need to sell them at that convention for them to sell. But maybe a few little pumpkins and like a leaf. And then maybe I can do a few with like mushrooms. I don't know. But I just wanted to push myself to do something else. And Amazon finally, did I already say this? Amazon finally got more pink beanies in. These are the nice quality ones, but they are a little bit tighter, so if you have a bigger head, they don't fit as well. So I did go ahead and relist my Kirby beanies on my Etsy and I believe on my website. So I have 24 pink beanies currently that can be turned into Kirby beanies. And I do also want to try like maybe a Sylveon on there and maybe a Jigglypuff. I'm not sure. I don't know what's super popular, but I do know my Kirby beanies are pretty popular, so mostly Kirby. We'll see. I still have some of these green ones that I do small live on, but I do the Earth, Avatar Earth symbol too. But the problem with that is I don't think I have color ID because this is Earth. And then this, I got this for water, but I ended up actually using it for Lapras and Vaporeon. And my Vaporeon sold really well, so I'll probably just do more Vaporeons. I don't know if I want to do water. These purples I need to use for Gengar, but he takes so long to embroider and I still haven't perfected the embroidery file. So I don't do this one a whole lot, but it always sells out. Like, people are always so excited to get Gengar, but the embroidery file like takes 20 minutes and it's still not like perfect. Like the his smile goes out of the black line a little bit every time and it's not perfect. Oh, I did get this color for the fire. What did I embroider on this? Unless I only got 6 of these. Yeah, maybe I only got 6 because there's only 6 here and I didn't embroider anything on them. But I got these for the fire symbol. So I was trying to stick with the like, what would you call this? This tint. So like the opposite of pastel. I wouldn't call it bold. So here's all the beanies that I want to try to add to my stock. And I know this won't all get done tomorrow on the live, but I want to definitely push through a lot of these, and I think I might want to try tonight to fiddle with this new software. I think it's Hatch Embroidery that I want to try, and maybe retry my Gengar embroidery pattern and see if it'll work better with that software. See if I like that better. Yeah, and then like try a new one out for the mushroom one, or pumpkins, or whatever I decide to do. Alright, so we got our 2 Umbreons and 2 Toothlesses done. That is the Umbreon that is going out today. So we can go ahead and cross those off our list. I do have a couple of rifle green link hats already cut out, so I think I will sew up what I have of those, because I just got another order. Actually, let's see what that order was for that just came through, and it is actually another rifle green link hat. So I got 5 of those rifle green link hats done. And then Joey cut out some green link hats for me. I think we have about 20 right here. So here's a few. And then I'm pinning some together here. And I'm going to try to at least get 10 sewed together. That way I can ship out some orders. But this is what we got so far today. I'm about to call it for the day. But here we did 10 dark green hats, and I did the rifle green. Those are the ones that are getting shipped out over there, and then that's the Umbreon that's getting shipped out, and I need to grab the Glaceon that's getting shipped out, and then that should be, oh, and the Korok bucket hat. That should be all the orders that go out. So it's Tuesday. It's about almost 7 a.m. in the morning. I'm getting ready to go work at the dog shop. And I was packing a few orders, so I was trying to get a few of that out of the way. Mostly dark green link hats, just trying to film a little bit of content. And I have more to pack later today, but I just wanted to do a quick check-in. And I also was working on some mystery bags last night, so I can make 8 mystery bags. And then I have 8 keychains, mostly small live. And I'm gonna put some bee pins in there, I think. These are new. But I don't love ordering from Snicker Mule in general, but also their quality is not good too. And lots of the backs came off. So luckily I just did the deal where you like, for 30 bucks you get like 50 pens. So I like to put those in my mystery bags and giveaways and freebies. Hello, it is now Wednesday. Yesterday I went to work at the dog shop, and then I went live. So if you want to see that footage, it's the live video, probably the most recent one if this goes up on Friday. Most recent live video. I packed some orders, I made some mystery bags, and I still didn't put labels on the orders, but this is what we have. There's all the orders, and then we actually did 3 Vaporeon beanies, and then I was going to try to do the water symbol beanie. And actually I think someone ordered a small live in the black, so I need to embroider that, but this is the only black one that I have right now. And I sold out of my Korok bucket hats, so I need to order some more, and I listed those online. I need to order some khaki colored ones. But I think since I'm actually in the mood to like digitize something, I think I'll actually sit down and work on my Gengar beanie pattern and see if I can get that fixed where I like it and the lines aren't going outside of the lines that they're supposed to go. And I also have a embroidery pattern in mind that I want to try to do on a sweatshirt, but also like small on a beanie on these caramel colored. I can't remember if I showed you guys. I think I showed you all the beanies, but this one, I want to do like a sunflower and like monarch butterfly is the plan, but it's going to be, it might be better on like a shirt, but for this beanie, it's going to have to be kind of simplified, so I'm going to have to play around with it. But since I'm in the mood to digitize, I think I'm going to try to work on a little bit of digitizing and embroidery today, even though the plan that I had today is Jake the Dog, Jolteon, and Espeon hats. But I think I'm going to maybe shift everything, because it does look like then I was going to do more Espeon, Vaporeon, and I will try to do a Totoro and a Miku. But I don't have anything on Friday, and I believe the plans that we have aren't until the afternoonish. So yeah, I think I'll try to do some digitizing. I also need to order bucket hats and sticker paper and bobbin, and probably go ahead and get cardstock paper. And I should probably do black beanies too, honestly. But we'll see. I also want to take some pictures of my beanies, I think, and list them on my shop. Because now is the time to list those beanies. It's time for beanie season. It's so clean. This is the second attempt. The first attempt, it was actually doing okay, but I didn't have enough space, so it kind of got onto the Lapras. This is just like a practice thing. So then I started all over, and this is how it looks. It turned out really good. I'm really excited. Here, let me move it over here where it's not like bright. But it turned out really good. The only thing is this little notch right here, but I think that might have been the bobbin, and like you can like kind of move it out of the way. So now I'm going to try it on a beanie, see if it turns out this good. I might have to thicken the lines. I also didn't do an underlay, so you can kind of see it's a little dark under there, under the white, but also I think that'll be fine anyways because it's going on like a purple beanie, so I don't think it'll bother me that much, but we'll see with the beanie. It's going to have, you know, more of a knitted texture, and it might not go between those lines on the beanie as well. So let's try it on the beanie. I also went through and like hand stitched some of these places on the Vaporeons, so they are good to go. And I'm telling you guys, this embroidery software, I'm using Hatch, amazing. Like, so I made this Gengar, like I had like a picture to go off of, and it took me less than probably 20 minutes. And that was me not knowing what I'm doing. So once I get the hang of it, this will take me, something like this could take me less than like 10 minutes. All right, I have 5 beanies. So let's hope we don't mess up all of them. Just cut a new sheet of the sticky paper. And we'll hoop this. And then, once that's in there good, I can take the sticky. I meant to see how big this is, because I mean my Gengars are already like super big anyways, so like how obnoxious is it gonna be on the beanie? Okay, I don't think it'll be a much bigger, like for the fold up, like how much I'm gonna have to fold up for it. But I've seen other Gengar beanies too, and they also are like really thick fold up on the beanie for the same reason, because Gengar has a big face. So now I just like to make an X in the sticky fabric so that I can peel it up like this. And just make a piece big enough that I can pull it out of the way. And we have to open it up. This is how I embroider beanies. Open it all the way up, and then we put this at the top, but not at the very top, so that, because it's got to have space to embroider. And just make sure that that is like even across the top. Looks good. And then we pull back this top layer, because it's going to embroider on this, and it kind of looks like you're doing it backwards or like inside out, but when you pull this back, this part, so that when you fold it up, this will be at the top of your like beanie crease, you know? So it's like here, but you fold it down, and now the face is like upside down. That way when you fold it up, it's right side up. And it did look like this was taking 22 minutes. I got rid of the underlay on the mouth part, the white, but that could cause problems, especially now that we're going to Beanie and it's thicker, and the knit is like wider apart. So right now it's down to 19 minutes, but I'm not sure if it'll stay at 19 minutes. OMG, look how clean this is! The only thing is like that little part right there. But that could also be that I didn't have the beanie pulled down as much, and so then when it was pulled down, it kind of like skipped this line of stitches. So I think I'll run it one more time. Yeah, I love the thickness of these satin stitches. Oh, it looks so good. And I probably can move this up just a little bit more because it's like got about ½ an inch, and I think it could go up a little higher, even though that's about what I do on all the other ones. But especially for Gengar, I think it can go up a little higher because like this is pretty close to the bottom edge. But I'm happy with it. All right, we have a Gengar that needed no edits, and we just need to do that like 4 more times for the rest of these beanies. I also want to show off, this is what I want to do for like a beanie and border on the caramel colors, but it's gonna have 2, so let me duplicate this, move it over here. So I want it to look something like this, and then that'll be on the beanie. And then I think also like a sweatshirt. I did order one when I just ordered my bucket hats from Temu. Unfortunately, that's where I have to get them from. But I did throw in like a sweater to see how it would look. So either I will do all this on like a sweatshirt. Ooh, I'll do all this on a sweatshirt, or I'll do like maybe just this on the like left hand side of the shirt with like one thing. I also doodled with the monarch in the middle. So I also like the idea of doing this on the sweatshirt, but this on the beanie. And then it's not exactly the same pattern, but you could wear them together if you wanted. Or just a cute little monarch on the side of the shirt with a couple of little flowers. I don't know. This is what I have right now. And I sent it, or I put it in my Google Drive, so I'm going to try to do, this is going to be my next embroidery thing that I'm going to try to digitize. So we'll see how that goes. I do still need to take Ridley out because I was like, I'll take him out when I go to the post office. I'll take him out when I go to the post office, and I got to go into town and get my checks from work. But it's like 2 o'clock now, so I really need to go do that, and I really need to take him out. So that's what I'm going to go run and do real quick. And I need to grab something to eat from in here because my stomach is growling. All right, I just did the sunflower design, and it says it's gonna be 46 minutes. But I'm also doing it at like 4.5 inches wide, so it wouldn't be that big on a beanie. But if I was doing on like a sweatshirt, it would be that time plus the 2 butterflies, so it'd probably be over an hour of stitching. But I'm also like, I have an underlay. I might not need the whole underlay. Here's what it's looking like now. So we're still chugging along. This thing is like eating bobbin like crazy, but that's okay. I'm gonna order some more bobbin. And I went away with the like underlay, one of the underlays, for the next time I try this. But I also did like a little texture for the middle. But I'm figuring out how to layer this still. And what I found out is that it like lists it like, say like the yellow, and then we have the black circle, and then we have the lines. I thought, okay, top layer goes at the top, but no. Bottom layer goes at the top, and then it stacks down the list. So you can kind of see that this is on top of this layer, and it shouldn't be. This should be the very top layer. But other than that, I already fixed that, and I accidentally had like a duplicate. This was the same line and it did that twice, but took that out, changed the layers. The bobbin like got stuck, so that was just a mishap. But other than that, it's going good, and I'm gonna let it finish stitching this. Good morning, friends. It is Thursday, so I'll probably film some for today and then take this and start editing it. But this is what we got done yesterday. I think I finalized the sunflower piece. The only thing is, like, you can kind of see some of the like tan on this one coming through. So I gotta decide if I want that stitch to be a little bit thicker. And you can see that some of the black is pulled up from the bobbin, but I think that's just the bobbin. So when the other bobbin comes in today, it should be fine. It's a little chilly out this morning, so now it's time to break out the spirit jerseys. This is my Star Wars one. So I keep going back and forth what I want to work on today, because I can do more beanies or I can do more hats. But I do have quite a bit of hats. I don't have everything that I want made, or like everything I have cut out. But I really think I want to get some beanies like pushed out, because that's going to raise how much merchandise I have in like a quicker amount of time. And I have a order on my shop for like a smaller beanie. So I think I'm going to try to pump some beanies out, and then the rest of the day will be like editing videos, and tomorrow maybe will be a little bit of editing videos or work on a little bit of hats, and then this weekend I'll work on more hats and we'll go from there. But yeah, I redid a Kirby face on this new program, Hatch Embroidery. So I'm going to do a test run on just this tan fabric right now and see how it looks. So I'm trying this raised satin stitch, and I don't know how I feel about it. It looks really nice, but I think it's going to be too much on the beanies. But I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to try one. And this is what I started at first. It's not raised, but the bottom's coming through. So I think if I just do like another underlay stitch, then this one will be okay. But I am curious to see how this would look. And then this was like a satin stitch, but like it has a crease down the middle, and I don't really love that. So give this a try on the beanie. So here's what the beanie looks like. It turned out really good. I just feel like this stitches, it takes a whole lot of unnecessary thread. So I'm gonna try to do the other stitch that's more flat, but this one did turn out super cute. It has some good depth, but I think it's too much thread and it's taking 8 minutes. But if the other one doesn't turn out, this one's fine. I just don't feel like it needs this much thread for a beanie. So I almost have 6 Kirby beanies. Here's the comparison. So here's the like satin stitch. It's very like thick. And then here's the one that's just like regular. It's called a I call it titanium. That's not it. Tatami. And it's more flat. But it didn't come through as much. I did a double like underlay stitch, so that's good. And this only takes 4 minutes. This one takes 8 minutes. Even though it looks really good and thick, I'm also worried like if you snag this just a little bit, it will pull it all. And I don't love that. So yeah, we're gonna do 6 of these. The last one just finished. Also, if you're ever curious how it is working in my sewing room, it's just dogs everywhere, and I have to tiptoe around them. There's Ridley. And Daisy likes to lay right on my feet, so I have to, like, push her around. So I made a ditto embroidery real fast. I haven't tested it. Don't be like me. I haven't tested it on a regular fabric. I'm just going to do it on a beanie because I'm impatient, and hopefully I have the embroidery software down a little bit better where the stitches are good, but we're going to give it a shot and see how it turns out. Alright, so the ditto came out pretty good. I did it like crooked because that's kind of like, you know, how he looks, but I'm worried people think that I actually made it crooked on purpose. But when it's like on your head, you can't really tell, and it just depends on how you make it sit on your head. So I don't know, I'm kind of conflicted. And also I don't think I love this satin stitch either. I tried it for the mouth at least. And again, I don't like how like you can push it to this side and it just kind of makes a hole. I don't love that. All right, I'm about to go to the post office and take some packages in. I'm currently outside with Ridley. He's gonna go for a ride with me. We're working on not barking at people when they, in general, but especially when they are getting close to the car. I'm fine if he wants to bark at people, like if they are like at the car. But right now we're just working on not barking at people like at all. We're gonna go to the post office and then we're gonna swing by Dollar Tree. I need to get some candies for my mystery bags, and I also have really been craving like popcorn, and I've been out for like months, so I need to go get some popcorn too. So this is what I got for my Patreons. I got some Krabby Patties, and then I got these Airhead Taffies. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to get for, oh, those are those candy cigarettes, but they call them candy sticks now. So I'm trying to figure out, because they usually have high chew, and I like to throw high chew in there, but the last few times I've been here I haven't seen high chew. Fruit snacks in there. Or suckers. I definitely want some popcorn. I watched Halloween Town last night and ate just tortilla chips because we didn't have any popcorn. So I'm gonna get, this is not my favorite. My favorite is Pop Weaver, but they don't make it anymore. So get this popcorn. Ooh, Hers Mexican street corn. I wanna try this. And then I really love this one, but we'll try this today. Yeah, I'm unfortunately not seeing high chew. One time they had just a whole aisle of high chew. They have a bunch of sour candy. I could get some of the Werthers. I feel like those are a favorite. What are these suckers with sprinkles? What? Nothing back there. Okay, we're back to the Halloween candy. I think I'm gonna go with I mean, I like the idea of Krabby Patties again. I don't know if everyone else likes them, but I don't know how many are in there. There's not a lot. But I need 16. So that only has 3 packs in it. This is 5. Ooh, bubblegum pops. This has 28. But not everyone likes sour candy. I thought this cotton candy was really cool, but it's just like individual package, but they're like small little cotton candy. Like you probably eat it in one bite. So many decisions, but in the other aisle there wasn't a lot of individually packed stuff. I do not like cowtails. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. So this has 5. This has 5. So let's do 5. And let's say that this has like 5 in it, and that's 10. And then what did I say? I need 16. So let's do. Do I get more warheads? Do some popping candy. So that would be 16. But do I trust that? There's 5. There's 5 Krabby Patties in this, right? At least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll go with this. And then Joey's gonna cut some Splatoon hats for me. I laid out the colors that we have right now.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You said you're gonna cut Splatoon hats for me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna go shower and then edit this video. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!